Dear viewers, thank you everybody, and I like to invite you to watch my today's video on future indefinite tense. First of all, I like to start and want to say that what is future indefinite tense? Future indefinite tense is such type of tense which means the action will take place in the future. The action will take place after 1 second or at any moment in the future, so it is called future indefinite tense. Suppose I shall go there. I shall go there. Dear viewers, this is a future indefinite tense because shall is just a sign of the future, and go here is the main verb. So the action of going there takes place in the future, and this is a future indefinite tense. You must say you will help me, you will help me. This is also a future indefinite tense. And how can we form it? Just you have to take a subject, and after that subject you can use will or shall, and then after this you can use V1 or present form of the verb. Now I like to just remind you or tell you one of the most important rule, that is when we mean some future fact or uncertainty of actions, we can use future indefinite tense with will. What is fact? Fact is an incident which is become clear after it has happened. When anything happens, then it becomes clear what has happened. So fact, future fact or uncertainty of an action. Dear viewer, the sun the sun the sun will rise at 7 a.m. This is a future fact. The sun will rise at 7 a.m. because it will be vivid after the sun has risen. After the sun has risen, the fact is that it will be vivid, the matter will be vivid, or the rising of the sun will be vivid after it has risen. When the sun has risen, people will be able to watch it or see it in the sky. So this is a fact. If the sun doesn't rise, then we can't see it. So the sun will rise at 7 a.m. This is a less uncertain matter. If the weather is somewhat not normal, or if the weather is foul, the sun will not rise and we will not see the sun in the sky. So this is a fact or some uncertain activity. So then we can use will here. We should use will here. Will and V1. Will and V1. This is V1 in the future indefinite tense. Okay, number 2. Another example is that the party, suppose the party will be elected. Will be elected. This is also a future fact. If the people or if the subjects of any country elect the party, so it will be vivid. So it is a matter of uncertainty, and the matter will be vivid after the party being elected. So this is also a future fact or uncertain activity, and we should use will here. Thank you. And now I like to tell you number 2 formula or rule of using will in the future indefinite tense, that is when we use promise or offers, refusal or request, etc. to uh, and use we can use will we can use will. So I will help him with his homework. Suppose this is a promise. I will help him with his homework. This is a promise. So I will help him with his homework. This is a promise. You can say this is a promise. So will is applicable here. Will plus V1. Promise. এখানে V1 V1 is help here. Here V1 is help. So the word V1 help is in this sentence V1. That means the present form of the verb, and will is the auxiliary verb or sign of the future. So will is appropriate here because it expresses promise. Suppose I want to go there. So this is a refusal, I think. This is a refusal. Somebody may ask me, will you go there? I want to go there. So this is a refusal. So if we express refusal or promise like this way, we use will in our future indefinite tense. Thank you. And number 3 is that when we want to do something or don't want to do something, that means it depends on our will, or it depends on our wish. We use will in the sentences. Suppose I may say I won't do the work. This depends on my will. Or I will go out. This also depends on my wish. This is generally when I want to do something. That means when something is wish to do or not wish to do. That means when something is done according to the wish or not done according to the wish of the person, then we can use will in the sentence of the future indefinite. Dear viewers, now the third number rule is that we can use will in the main clause of the first conditional. Suppose if the sun rises, the sky will become clear. Dear viewer, this is the first conditional and this is the main clause. The sky will be clear. The sky will be clear. the sky will be clear. Dear viewer, the sky will be clear. So will is applicable or appropriate here because this is the main clause and we should use will here. We should not use generally use shall here. Shall is not appropriate here. We should have to remember that the sky will become clear. Will is appropriate in this clause, that is main clause in the first conditional. Now another rule I like to tell you, when there is any situation and the situation makes me obliged to do something, or the situation makes you compelled to do anything, in that case you have to use will. Suppose I think situation, it is cold, I will close the door. I will close the door. Dear viewer, this is a situation because it is cold. Why will you close the door? Because it is cold. So it is cold, it's a natural phenomena or it is a situation. So for this situation, I will close the door, and in this case will is appropriate here. We should not use shall here. Thank you. Now the next rule is that if we want to know someone's opinion, then we can use shall in the British English. Shall in the British English. Shall I open the door? Shall I open the door? Shall I open the door? Suppose I am asking you to know your opinion. Shall I open the door? Shall I open the door? That means I want, this means I want to know your opinion. This is I want to know your opinion. I want to know your opinion. Shall I open the door? This means I want to know your opinion. Okay, dear viewers. So in this case, shall is appropriate when we want to know someone's opinion about some suggestions or like anything else like that. So this is a rule. And we also use will in the tag question. Suppose open the door. Will you? Dear viewers, please try to understand. Open the door. Will you? So this is a tag question. Will you open the door? Will you? Will is appropriate here because the subject second person is understood here or implied here, and so we use will before you, and this will is appropriate here. Will is appropriate here. And the next rule I am talking about, that is when we make any persuasive request. Among our friends, to our friends, so in that case we can use will. Suppose you will write a letter to me. Dear viewers, this is a persuasive request. Suppose I am telling my friend that you didn't write me, you have not written a letter to me, or you have not written a letter for a long time, so I have been disconnected with you, or the relation of you and me are going to be decreased. So in that case, you can make a persuasive request like this: you will write a letter to me. This is a persuasive request. You will write a letter to me, and in this case here will is applicable. So dear viewers, and in this case will is less and will is very applicable, and in this case will is used here in the tag question. Another use of will I am showing you. Suppose will you open the door? Will you open the door? When will is used with the second person and in the question, this means this is an authority. This is an authority and less polite. Will you open the door? Will you open the door? This is authority. That means I am making someone or making you compelled to open the door, compelled to do any action. Here I am making you compelled to open the door. This is authority. This means authority, and this means authority, and it is not so polite. It is less polite. It is less polite. This request is less polite, but authority is focused here. So last of all, when we